top leagues and tournaments, and the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments, and the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments, and the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments, and the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments, and the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments, and the biggest names in the game. Exclusive Plus Originals. Live sports. Thousands of live events.
9 yards. If they want to work, they need to turn. He goes back. Savannah is more of a. So both good. Got the receiver had a
success. Top leagues and tournaments, and the biggest names in the game.
Kicks one of the yard, not necessarily what's out there. Antonio Meeks, the intended. Yeah, it should have been a better throw. Receiver had a step on the defensive back. Tuskegee had a step back, so they passed. So got those type of passes. And we wanted to homecoming 2000 in Savannah State here at Theodore A. Wright Red along with Tyrone Poole. Got those type of receiver had
success. Top leagues and tournaments, and the biggest names in the game.
Kicks one of the yard, not necessarily what's out there. Antonio Meeks, the intended. Yeah, it should have been a better throw. Receiver had a step on the defensive back. Tuskegee had a step back, so they passed. So got those type of passes. And we wanted to homecoming 2000 in Savannah State here at Theodore A. Wright Red along with Tyrone Poole. Here in the opening quarter, no scoring. Tuskegee and the home-standing tie state. Chris Robinson looking to throw. Find anybody. He's going to throw. As minute, he does find a receiver out of bounds. Good scramble, Robinson, and he did Johnny Motra, but he was out of bounds in a punting situation. So both had some spurts of great, but mostly it's been the defenses that the offenses so far for both. Tuskegee is more of a balanced offense and defense. You look at this in the middle, the top of the SIAC. Savannah State, their defenses they're usually ranking pretty high. Offensively, again, Savannah State did a lot more work. They need to. And trying to return out, and that's not what you kick off return. He goes back the ball at their own one. Return, you never want your punt foremost, never let that ball drop, and then on top of that, you go backward to go forward. Return, and you got to understand that punt return team is coming down. You want to put that foot into the ground. So now for the homecoming State Tigers, they have 99 yards if they want to. Tony Dorsett did a 99, so anything can happen back here. I watched that live. Cowboy fan before that, but I was a fan. Going close, and this flags fly. Another flag, they to skip the football, it's a fumble. Some of the Savannah State players look like Tuskegee does have the ball and have the ball. And it's a fumble by Adams and Tuskegee football. Not necessarily, don't know who they got it. Let's see who comes up with the foot. And wow, big makes the play, Terrence, the freshman defensive, and now the officials watching because they want to know that was the whistle blown. So they're trying to figure. Yeah, again, who's to indicate? You saw that the Savannah State players. So it'll be first and the one for Tuskegee. Only was against Savannah. Tuskegee declines that. They have a very, very short. Not only did they punt protect the team, it all started with the, and then you actually no effect of putting all that situation. Now you got to run a particular quarterback sneak where a quarterback is not used to running the ball and take a defense, rip the ball. Tuskegee has it. Look at this formation. It's still standing in the shotgun at the 1 yard. Robinson, Moba. Moba, does he get in? Second, no, they're going to call him down. Yeah, James, I don't understand that formation, right? You're on the 1 yard line. Put your quarterback up under the center. Threat of a sneak, which is going to make those defensive tackles moving, which now could give you an opportunity to get your running back on the edge. So I don't want that being in the pistol in the shotgun. Again, the Mobley's going to try to go Thompson on the option and go for a loss. Good defense of Savannah State. Was Deshaun Dawkins able to come up safety position and make the tackle, along with Creary. Made a Super Bowl where the Patriots were the Seattle Seahawks. You got in the backfield. Why in the world you passing the same principle here? You're on the watch your quarterback in the gun. Sometimes you just got to go football and helmet versus head. Let's get this ball into the end zone. Third down and goal. Now from and it's on a certain play of these types of formations, so Savannah State is ready for anything that they do. Robinson looking to throw. Zone intercepted by State. And it's holes, and now we've got a living, but the defense does what they have to. Hudson Primus, the graduate safety, It was a great opportunity by Savannah State, but the fact that Savannah State gave Tuskegee an opportunity to score first when the punt returned, and then the defense backed up deep into their end zone. And Savannah State gives an opportunity from Tuskegee. Comes out in formations with a quarterback, and so really, it's only plays as a player when we look at those and they get down in that particular field. We know the receivers are not running right because you're going to run as far as you can in the end zone. So again, Tuskegee themselves in the foot with bad play coordination setup. Tuskegee quarterback up on it, get into the eye, motion, run the power end zone. So let's see, able to take advantage of this gift Tuskegee gave.
Offsetting Powell, it was a heat for the interception. Aaron there, he is arguing because I had the ball, and then he understand his frustration because interception, and then once he hit the scrum happened.
But what coaches is, officials are kind of protected. So Shelton Need is another coach. The seat of his pants and come back over because you don't, cause the referee hard for you, and you gotta get out the field. He's still on the field. They call it a get back coach. Make everybody get back, even the heck.
A.J. Brown, Adams in the backfield for Savannah State. Opposite play by the officials.
The one thing I don't see out there from neither team down the state, I don't see it. Like I saw some of them, because of home music, but when you get out there,
It's business.
it's business. Offensively, the offensive players, energy. I never played. I never even team or a dominating game excitement. So hope to pick up for Tuskegee and Savannah State too, offensively and deep. Let's see if that electricity plug somebody into the wall. Who's the utility guy, G guy. So
Tuskegee was basically trying to work on something and see if to continue to do that right at the goal.
now again, as I said, themselves in the fight to be that number 2 play against Benedict. So I mentioned today.
Adams looking through defensively good enough for a first down. Randy Scott.
7-3 action to the screen. They had a 9-7 fever running a 9 route inside receiver route, and you got a flat route wide open.
Adams once again he finds, and Carr has been so far this homecoming too. And we've got some more offensive linemen coming out there to see, but that was Trey Samuel pushing some guys around.
Is when Tuskegee, Savannah, and when Tuskegee press there. So let's see if that continues. I've seen that twice. 3 times Tuskegee's receivers are off, and when that's to pass the ball, they're just running an easy pitch and catch. 2nd down and 5.
2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down Hey, Brown, another first down. Good play call. Hey,
It's a great play call. If it had not been for the safety, I would have been but that's why the defense, they call us the last line of defense. Get by the defensive lineman, the linebacker, the safety, corners got a great run.
gonna give it to Brown. It's gonna be Adams keeping defensive front sniffs it out for a loss.
Didn't quite fool nobody. I'm like, you would have thought by the running back that they call coming back with a quit, but evidently, it wasn't carried out. It really fooled Tuskegee's defensive line. Tuskegee defense want to do is cause first down. So now it's second and long.
Second down and 12. Pro can't find anybody. And wow, try down receiver Demeter, but that was incomplete.
Time you roll to the, you're always cutting off. Now it would have been nice had a Savannah State would have had fourth receiver sitting in the middle of the field, so to go through these and then be able to come and throw a receiver that's option on that particular play call.
Second. Check on 23 for Savannah State. Adams for the long ball, and once again, out of the outreach.
Got to come back right there on third down, verticals, and the quarter vertical to the outside, incomplete up a punting situation for later.
A punt so far this afternoon. Got very rich down, but Tuskegee in from 1 yard.
Yeah, one thing I haven't seen by Savannah State, they've thrown the teams attempt to throw the ball deep. Not afraid to throw the ball, open up the top ends.
Karante for Tuskegee bounce, and they got an extra in the bounce. Ball now 5-yard line, and that's where the Tuskegee.
Even on that part, you don't want to get the offensive guys. Savannah State was lucky right there. Back very quickly towards them, and a Savannah State player, well, actually Tuskegee player, Savannah State could have had an opportunity to the ball, get it back. So usually when you're not going to catch the punt, you use your arm teammates to get away from the ball, so that evidently hits one of your team.
Two are the wide receivers to hand it off to Mulba, and Mulba and stacked up by. They may give him 1 yard. They give him 2 yards on second down and 8.
Tuskegee comes out. Pistol is basically the in the gun. The running back is the quarterback, so they come out on a trips left, trips right to the defense, and single.
Keeping it is Rob. Some legs, but he's not able much with that one. Once again, play by the defense force, and they're able to come up and make a play. Xavier Questlian.
Again, Savannah State defense playing okay football. The bright spot, which is not doing so good in the stats, but in the top 5, all the other categories, run versus the pass, they're doing pretty good on defense. It has to mature, and their defense, you can only do what you can, but their offense, I believe, is putting up 10 points a game, while their defense is pretty much 30 points, a real big. I want that to be opposite. His offense scoring 18. That's what they're doing. They up there in South Carolina.
In the backfield now after the pick. Robinson, he's going to throw it. A wide receiver screen. Screen door is quickly shut and thrown. It was Justin Gilbert who had found the receiver.
A great hustle by Savannah State defense. I mean, basically a screen play. You see the screen, everybody bust their tail and get over pursuit points and try to make that play. And that's exactly what's
4th down and then for the Golden Tigers. And Duff on for the punt. And Brewer, Savannah State. Will end the quarter, start the situation for Tuskegee, but so for the two teams, we've seen overs, and we've also seen stands by Savannah State. But homecoming 2000 here at Theodore A. Wright State, Georgia. The Tigers taking on the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. And we'll come back with the second PM Plus. Stand by. Things that you see during homecoming are retool the school with Home Depot dollars going state for their efforts in Congratulations to Home Depot, one of the SIAC. Quarter of play, we've seen move up and down the field, defensive, but nobody's been able to get in. Now it'll be a punting situation. Tuskegee. A.J. Brown back deep Savannah State, and punting is for the Golden Tigers. And Tuskegee bounce into Savannah territory, and it was right at the 41, and that's where the Tigers are.
You know, one of the things is that, you know, I'm seeing too many, but one thing that we do as a punt return, you study film and you see how it's the ball from the point, and we count yards from the ball be correctly lined up. Both punt returners were to do on the ball a little bit. I'm looking at the punt returners, they're standing back. The punters are not punting the ball 50 yards.
Very
That's why you
true.
see a lot of balls hit.
Adams faces Shamarcus Poole. Receiver, oh, and in and out of that Mitchell. He's been trying to hits his hands and it falls out.
Stop and go, two-man and go, receiver wide open. You gotta make those uses for drop. That's all you do. You catch the ball, and there's no such one that even the fan, we heard the crowd make that drop, that, you gotta catch those passes.
Down and 10. Botch snap, and the yards out of it. It was a low snap. On his own and talking to Coach, how is Jaden handling the fact that lineman? And he said that he and Coach Shelton constantly patient with his offensive third down.
Little bit more. And sometimes, you know, there are teams that really don't practice special. Just go right over special teams.
Coach Aaron Jones here at quarterback. and quickly wrapped up. Good eyes for Savannah State. Tackle Xavier Esquilin, Carolina.
How much Savannah State first down, like I alluded to first, without a good first down. Both teams are limiting each other.
Play, the ball is loose. Tuskegee.
Eyes open. The ball squirted out. That was an easy, but again, and they got pockets today. So that had very big miscue.
Third down and long. Gonna throw it long, trying. The ball is trying to make up for it. This was intended for Corey Pettit. The Sacks played very well.
Number 14 right there. He should have done a bit. He's got to play the ball in the air. That's what they say, right? They say the reason why we play ball, but that right there should have Aaron pass picked off. But again, Savannah is punting, but balls in the air, you always win.
Looks like, and Brown is called dead right at the Tuskegee side of the field where Savannah State's on.
I'm almost just bring the punt return. Let him rush. Just put nobody to catch the ball. Bring us the punter and hopefully, but again, being a punter's good. You don't let that ball. Worst case scenario, rush.
They're going to keep Adams. Wow, what a stiff.
And actually turned it up. He definitely picked up tummy fit right towards the sideline, still about 4 yards. Second.
And this time getting pressure from the back. Another fumble.
That may be a forward, but the question is, was that
And they're saying now it's Tuskegee. And another turn of state. And a good job by Tuskegee. You'll get credit for the fumble.
turnovers, miscues and need to take advantage of the.
So now Tuskegee has position at the 48-yard of Savannah State, and the defense Tigers of Savannah State on the field. Moba on the carry. Has some room to run and will get him about 8 yards. Initial carry.
Who's in the SIAC that runs the bell per game. You got Bob averaging 165 yard house. 81 Benedict, then you got sitting at number 4 Tuskegee averaging 8 yards a game.
And 5. Flare pass. And that just hits the hands over Moba, and
Yeah, I think he was hurt by the player. He was in the watches him looking. He thought that defense, that's the reason why he dropped that ball. Again, that's the type of play as a don't get the ball again.
and that was Keon who was the intended receiver. He was saying that he heard footsteps. 3rd down. Robinson gets it to Moba, gets enough for the 1st down. More option, and they showed with Zena Moba.
Nice little play call right there. They did not have anybody for the pitch, but all the quarterback had to do was just make that defensive end choose. Once the defensive end chose, he was going to be wrong. So the end for Savannah State chose to go out back, and the pitch was made up a 1st down for Tuskegee.
Oh, and a big run. Over just a freshman inside the 20. His name for himself. Came in a little bit over yards rushing. His best game was against Lane, and he's already pitch and catch. Yards for.
You know, what I like about that last play was the cutback. The actual play development, that last play over the fronts. So you know that the of Savannah State was side, and it was a great cutback, and that is basically that's a great reward again.
He finds some room on the end, close to a 1st down, brought the 12-yard line.
You know, again, it's all about the first game. You know, you guys look, I want you guys to take in a mind and draw it from ball, wherever the football is, offensive and defensive line. The offense is to try to outnumber the defense, is try to match that number. Big plays happen when the defense out defense. Defense doesn't happen to fill the gap in the run in a big play. So right now, how many had the ball?
I'm over trying to get toward the end zone, and he is knocked out. It may have been a touchdown saving. Made Tavar Bruton.
And then when they actually match up and it's say for now it becomes a one-on, and now it's whoever has to. So on that particular play, it looked like it was balanced. They had enough players. He had enough skill player and was able to the ball down the field.
And Moba is into touchdown Tuskegee on the Golden Tigers. Moba on the board first for Tuskegee.
Tuskegee offensive line did a great sealing off Savannah's alignment, and Savannah State's alignment did not do a good job of that particular play, and that is down actually happened. So Tuskegee blocking and following, and a poor job of executing, trading, getting off the blocks.
Point after attempt is good. Break, we come back. We'll see a Savannah answer. But right now, it's just trying to be spoiler in 223 homecoming here at Savannah. Nothing's your score. Stay tuned. Homecoming 2023 here at Wright Stadium. James Reynolds Pool. Tuskegee is up singing. Now we'll see if answer. And Savannah State will take it at the down right at the 35 field position there. Anderson on the return. So at moments here they have been able ball. But turnover have really done them in.
Savannah State has run some good route, the passing game, the running game, the consistency, more consistent, sometimes tough situations. Third, they got to find a way to execute.
And Brown in motion, giving it to Poole. And Poole is wall by the white shirt. And that Hill among others right there to make the...
You know, for those who are, you know, that particular play right there where you go to the flats, that is similar to Weaver in motion. Receiver goes behind the quarterback. See, he does the same thing. So, in case Savannah State had two run field, and they were still able to run it because they look with the other running back.
Adams getting pressure. He is up in the air. Good reception by Deshaun Mitchell. And to the football, gets extra yards inside the 40 down to the 30. And Deshaun was trying to make up for, and he was Johnny on the spot.
Now, you know, defensive back made that happen. The defensive, the aggressiveness out of the game actually happened. hesitated. I actually jumped up in there for whatever reason and didn't touch.
And it was roughing the passer. So now they'll get yardage inside the 20, down 19.
Injured nobody, but still the game is contact. It's still, again, the defensive back, for whatever reason, felt like he didn't want to hit the wide receiver and actually enabled the wide and pick up the yard. So it's just the throw and catch as it was it back just wasn't a grip.
Option. Keep Adams has some room to run. 10-5 into the end zone. Touchdown. Savannah State. Jaden Adams goes 19 yards in the end zone for the first score. Tigers of Savannah State this afternoon.
Yep, another where Tuskegee this time in the edge can run for the pitch man and the quarterback and up a walk-in touch for Savannah State, tie the game up.
Lockhart on for the point. Kick, and it is good. 12 left here in the opening half, and we are all knotted. We'll take a break. We will see if Tuskegee can answer. You're watching SIAC football on ESPN. Stand by. Welcome back to 2000 coming on the campus of Savannah State. James Red along with Tyrone Poole. We're up at 7 apiece. Ken Locke do the kicking for Savannah, and he's going to kick one. And goodness, they're going to try to return it from their own line and trying to keep, but brought down eventually right 10. Tyrone, I know that's not necessarily the best case for that one.
Look at the ball to bounce, but what the receiver, what the returner could have done, that actual penalty as well, is since the ball was kicked so close to the side, he could have positioned himself 1 foot out of bounds. It's the ball. It would have been an illegal ball, fell inbounds.
And they're going to keep it on an effort, able to get about 3 carries.
Tuskegee was able to move line of scrimmage. I was in the 4 down line, linebacker set. And Tuskegee Golden were able to move the line and pick up, but still it's a 3rd long situation for the offense.
Morris will still stay in and run with Deontay Harvey, the scat back in the backfield. Robinson with time, he's going to throw, find a receiver, and he does catch. Call it a catch? Yes, they will. Right into Savannah territory. Outplay by Antonio. But now they're saying no. Complete. Wow. It looks like he came down.
Evidently, he probably didn't have the ball all the way through the kick. Why sometimes it's a defensive back continue to search, trying to get that ball out. That's what I would continually out. And sometimes you're able to get that.
And timeout is called. 3:50 in the opening half. And we'll take a break with them. We come back, we'll see Tuskegee will decide, and we're going to stay here and take another look at he catches the ball.
Control of the ball. It's the control. Control. You gotta have control. Catch the ball. You gotta have control way through the catch. And he did not have all the way through the catch.
Or look at it as it comes down, has it in his hands there, but that's when he starts to lose control in contact with the
Again, that's why Jameson, he did a great job. Give him Jameson number 14 at position. Then yes, caught the ball, came down with it with control and catch. But because of great defensive and Pettiford were actually searching the receiver all day, enabled that ball to come out.
and now it's trying to let them know that it's down, third down. So you got a lot of moving pieces going on here.
Yeah, a lot of moving pieces going. Talk about the SIAC. This game is for Tuskegee. battle. They're still trying to find themselves. Conference 2-6 of one team or something, and the other team basically are looking to try the type of momentum, and it inspires the fans today.
And the official conversation before they restart.
I don't want to see Ali 8. I don't want to see him, that ball hit the ground again, 21 on the stage. So if I could swim, I would tell him to walk 10 more yards to be able to catch that return and that pickup yards.
And they had to respot, I think, the official, the spot, the reception, and then it was an official that called it incomplete. So they have the ball spotted correctly, and now Ryan Duff is back.
And see these kids that want, this is an opportunity to go to the NFL by a great special team guy, punt return. So let's see what he does.
Right at about midfield, he's brought down for a loss and go forward, goes back. Good tackle there by Corey Pitt.
Great coverage on that particular.
We take a break. We come back. Savannah State can break this. Stay tuned. Tied at 7, over 3:45 to play first half, and Savannah's trying to break this 7-all tie. He's gonna throw. He finds his receiver Deshaun to the races, and he's brought down. Shoestring tackle out of the end zone. He's down at the line, and Deshaun Mitchell, who dropped the first few passes, becoming his sure hand receiver.
Usually it's a tough call, get a deep ball move. It usually happens on the sideline because that didn't have any of his teammates tell him about DeAndre, had nobody telling him.
As Adams lets the ball go through, it falls on top of it. He's got him with his offensive front.
And I think Savannah State was rushing particular play. They come running out in the second quarter with a 6. Actually, they could have done, and actually not probably wouldn't have had that situation to happen. So I think it's game managers, the coaches, understand.
By Shamarcus Poole, find the end zone, and he is in. Was in, and just like that on the end, Savannah State takes the
play call, little reverse, trying to get your speed, utilize the wide side of the field. State takes advantage. It's a touchdown. They got a crowd, homecoming. He gets represented too. Maybe it's a big lost in there as well.
Oh yeah, they've got people on both sides this afternoon.
Out here.
Kick is up, and it is good with 2:20 left here in the opening. Savannah State with Goodson marches down the field and puts it in for the second time, 14-7 lead. So Tuskegee, this is a opportunity, as they say, to run your minute offense.
Yeah, it's 2-minute offense, but again, just talk about man. This is what we need. What do our HBCU? This is the support, right? Not only just for homecoming, but this is a nice crowd for everything. I'm like, this is how the HBCU atmosphere deny. Coming over, everybody can't come every day, but I'm like, what we need. This is what the players, from a player standpoint, it gives energy when you see the fans in the stand.
And right, DeJuan McGee and Grannis Poole switch. And it's Karan Taylor in the middle, but go to one of the upbacks, and flag is thrown. Another flag is thrown. And we refuse to go down. A number of flags, so this may be all clear down for Savannah. Gets up and he's walking off on his own.
But usually when you see the first flag holding on the return team, second flag come in, usually sense that they're offset and they're re-kick. Both flags could be on the return team.
Got holding right. So both flags were for the hold. And that
one referee saw it a little bit later, a few seconds, or maybe it was more than one hold on their return team.
11. Your play calls, do you want to stay or be a little bit conservative deep in your own territory, Tyrone?
The early 2-minute offense. There has to be speed. What I call speedball. Whoever catches the ball, that guy who just marked the ball, find and get that ball to him.
In at running back. Reception made.
Down.
And Corey, and I think he's forgetting that out of time. Because now you left.
There you go. Give it to that guy who just Tuskegee player, whoever run. Find that guy who spots, run that ball to him so you can.
Robinson now, and he's going to throw it out of.
This is where I screenplay 2 minutes. I'm like, the defense is tired. We run a few plays, get line to sideline, and then you win. A screen screenplay would have been a nod after that pass initially by Tuskegee. 2 minutes off, 1:42 the clock does, but again, the offense has to be.
Trying to find a receiver and throws almost intercepted.
Yeah, this was Robinson. He really didn't have. He could have just sat in the pocket. Sometimes that's the problem when you have an act. They tend to feel the bit they take off and run. Had enough time, I believe, probably would have taken a hit. But pass, and he did have a receiver that was wide open.
3rd down and 10 now. "13 seconds on the play clock." He can't find anybody early. Finally take it on his own and he goes on about for the 1st down. Clock stop, 1:26 left to play. A new set of downs for Tuskegee.
It's the most important thing. You got a new set of plays, a first clock stop. So, and that's a positive. This drive for Tuskegee.
Five wide receivers at 4. And now gets wrapped up, and he will be called because Dawsonville for the sack.
This is an opportunity here for Tuskegee. They can keep a running back to check and enough blockers in just in case tries to blitz. There is no pickup back then. He could check out and pass complete. But right there, he had too many guys. It was a long route developed play call, and the void was right in the line of scrimmage. And could have checked out into the flats between the hashes, just turned around that area. So now the quarterback drop pass that he can, if nobody threw it to the running back and let him pick up yard.
The Savannah State defense was out a long time in the 1st quarter.
You feel a long time. That's why their offense, they don't hold the ball long, and defense, as they would say, is a great ball control. So, what is basically where Savannah State has been the entire season. The defense field, but the defense has done. They've been out there a long time now. Tuskegee is on advantage of 7 points.
Was going to conversate, started.
And when you're a defense field long, sometimes we would actually do conditioning ourselves defensively. When the offense, and this is doing, and we would just run gas and then go out there and practice. So we made it hard for ourselves doing practice. It became easy for us, and we didn't get tired during the game.
And they calculate how many times you would have a game to let you know you got to get in order to be prepared.
It's been long in the NFL. They should know that since high school, college.
Robinson trying to wide open, and it gets a little bit too high for his intended.
Robinson should have had more like that. He had a little too much ball, so he should have had a little bit of velocity. That would have probably great catch and out of bounds.
Now was Reggie Brier's opportunity to get a pass through. True freshman. Now you look 12 with 1:05 left in the opening half. Savannah's their third win of the season, more win in the SIAC.
You're looking at Savannah State, they got it. So I'm going to run some attack the middle of the field.
Get it off right, hit 0. Robinson, and he finds a receiver, and now there is a lot. I want to see from Antonio Meeks. They get more into Savannah territory.
Yeah, Savannah State chose the late zone and Tuskegee of it, and were able to pick up catch as well. So sometimes coordinator, you kind of want to do ball release to the quarterback box in third and long situation.
And this one in and out of the hands of his receiver. Still, once again, a little bit for Meeks.
Savannah State come with too much pride on Tuskegee's offense. Haven't seen this from State. Again, situations like this in this area, you can see a few blitz package defenses.
Robertson flag is to run it and runs out of bounds. But there's a flag all the way back yard line.
I think that's going to be Tuskegee. Turnovers, penalties.
The center.
Yeah, situations like you don't want to make. You want to do a 2-minute drive. You don't want to anything hurt yourself offensively. So Tuskegee, if they were in position, they now take out of field goal position. It's still second down, but they only got the clock is running 38 seconds. This pass has to be quick. Then the referee's going to clock as well.
So they gave him a few more seconds.
Now you Tuskegee, you got to come out quick. Got out quick. You know, get a free trips formation, trips. Savannah State are playing off. It's a quick catch. The third running to the flats. Get quarterback hands quick.
10 extra seconds placed back on. Robertson can't find anybody. One defender and does spins, and that one looks like it hits the complete.
Again, just me. I think the ball should be cut quicker. Robinson hit a little bit too, and I believe but again, a nice Cunningham move right there. Ball they playing the giant, looked like he was going down, but so athletic. Relation right there with Robinson, he was going down, but he was still able to deliver.
Down and long.
Does anybody remember who Randall Cunningham was? First Michael Vick. Everybody knew Michael Cunningham might have been the first Michael.
I remember Cunningham. Gonna try to find overthrows his intended receiver and incomplete.
If I'm offensive Tuskegee, really you gotta ask, how pleased are you with this possession, this 2 minute opportunity for offense. Now, if you're, you're happy because you get the opportunity to hopefully go into with a touchdown lead.
Five seconds left on play clock, and they do call a timeout.
See, Tuskegee has up until that particular, they have outs. So you can run in the middle of the field. Use your time, stop the clock, back up, run another play.
Do you stay aggressive and try to go to the, even though it's fourth down, or do you try just to get a first down?
A situation here, fourth down. I think if the clock was, I just think you punt it back to them. Time, 28 seconds left. Punt it back to Savannah. Hopefully pin them back around it. Versus if you try to go for it now, fourth down, if it's a drop pass, look how many yards you actually get out of state. Now they are probably two big plays, 2 yard, maybe 20-yard, where now they have an opportunity with a few ticks left on the clock time to try to kick a field goal. Looks like Tuskegee put the ball back to us and allow some offense, which they plays, but Tuskegee's good enough, I believe, to them off the field and Savannah State to have an equal halftime.
Ryan back to punt for the Golden Tiger. High. Called dead, a late flag. Helmet went for the Savannah State player, Bill Booker. Let's give some extra yards.
And I also just talk about this particular. Most of the times with a punt, they're gonna angle the punt, get out of bounds because you really don't want. But you want to try to pin it. But that particular was in the air in the middle of the.
Oh, here we go. Let's see. Okay, so the penalty is against, and that will push with 9 left. So that may have changed outlook for the offense. Be aggressive. May see them just kneel it in the locker room with 19 seconds left.
The safest call to kneel a 7-point lead into the room and come back out. Quarters to play, ball, or you run the ball like they're getting in a kneeling position. Usually they call this position a victory, but some let's get to the halftime position.
And Adams kneels it. It's like both teams take it in. Time Savannah State just 2 days from walking away with homecoming victory. They lead 7, but we've got 2 minutes left to play. Coming 2023 at Savannah 14-7. Stay tuned. no stats and no live stats. James Red along with Tyrone Poole. High and short kick. Savannah State, who has a 7-point lead, will get the ball first. And now they're trying to have a good run back, and they do. Good positive yards there by Joseph Hampton on the return.
And you know, Savannah State has not scored a touchdown on kickoff return this year, and they are averaging about 20 yards, just over 20 yards a return. So that was about 20 yards on the return right there, right?
Right at it.
So I know it's a lot of things that Savannah State wants to accomplish in this second half. And again, it's only about 2 games left in the 2023 season. So I'm pretty sure the coach gave them a good talking to in the locker room. And hopefully we'll see a different type of play, because I do believe that Savannah State left some plays on the field last half. I'm already going into
Yeah, you already going into 2024. That's okay.
But yeah, they left a lot of plays in the first half on the field. So I'm pretty sure the players, the coaches, they want to see better play offensively and defensively.
Now the officials are talking to Coach Jones over with Tuskegee.
You see that guy with the U on the back of his jersey? Mm-hmm. That's one of the most important guys right there, the referee official.
The umpire.
Team. Yes, the umpire. That guy marks the ball. So if you're a player, like in a hurry-up situation, like we were talking about earlier, like when you go into halftime or the end of the game, that's the guy you want to get the ball to. Because as soon as he can mark that ball, that's when you can actually snap the ball. So always look for that guy with the U on the back of his zebra striped shirt.
Jaden Adams will throw it away, getting some pressure, and it seems like Tuskegee wants to apply more pressure to Adams.
Yeah, Tuskegee came with a blitz, had like a little X type of stunt there, brought an outside guy, and then the inside guy looped on the outside, and he became free and forced the quarterback to throw the ball away. Situation like that, pump the guy, pump fake him, make him get up in the air. Mm-hmm. Because if they blitz, then usually if you can get away from that blitz, it's wide open when it comes to running the ball by the quarterback.
They're going to give it to Poole. Shamarcus Poole may have gained 1 yard to set up a 3rd and long situation.
Again, 3rd and long. That's not what you want to be in. And Savannah State, as we talked about earlier, offensively, they are right around 33% on 3rd down conversions. Now, that's not good. Okay, what is considered good? Well, you look at Benedict, 54%. They're converting half of their first downs. And then you got Edward Waters. You talked about Edward Waters earlier. Mm-hmm. They are converting 45%. So the teams that are at the top of the SIAC, they convert 3rd down.
Adams has some room to run, and this time he's wrapped up, and he'll be taken down for a loss. So good coverage by the defensive backs, and Jaden Adams, the quarterback for Savannah State, will have to go to the sideline.
Again, another opportunity for Tuskegee now to get the ball and try to tie this game up at least. Again, Tuskegee, I believe, is playing much more than Savannah State, even though Savannah State is playing. They want to win the game as well, but when it comes to the way they have the conference picked out, only the top 2 teams playing the championship.
Taylor's going to take it with a running start on the punt return. Karan Taylor, and he will get good field position out to about the 45. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll see if Tuskegee can get their offense going as they trail 14-7. SIAC football on ESPN+. Stay tuned.
Why can't I hear them in my headset?
Because I got this radio with me. That's how I'm doing it. See, look. That little box that we have with talkback and all that stuff, you're looking at a few thousand. Looking at a few grand right there per box.
You just did what the coach said.
Stand by.
I know. But, hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Welcome back to Savannah State University, Homecoming 2023. It was Savannah State punting over to Tuskegee, and now Tuskegee trying to find a way to tie this game up as they trail by 7.
Tuskegee actually got good field position. I think the last time they had good field position like this, they were able to go down and put some points on the board. So it's going to be very interesting to see if they're able to do the same thing.
Movement along Tuskegee's front, and that will move the Golden Tigers back 5. First and 15 now for Tuskegee. And they're going to keep it on the ground. Morris has a lot of room to run, and he's going to go out of bounds into Savannah State territory. Johnny Morris, the sophomore running back, with his biggest run of the day so far.
Yeah, no one out on the edge for Savannah State. Makes it an easy run for Morris to get to the edge. And, again, Tuskegee offensively, they're averaging about 3.6 yards of return, and that should help their return on that run right there.
Good pitch and catch, and able to get some more positive yards, about 6 yards on that reception. Good catch there by Antonio Meeks.
Yeah, receiver, DB playing off, receiver, quarterback, they see that. 5-yard out, pitch and catch, as you said.
Going inside and getting close to another first down marker is Tuskegee. And Marr is still in at running back and on the carry.
Yeah, again, Savannah State, you look at the top teams so far in the SIAC, Benedict, Fort Valley State, Allen, Miles, Savannah State. Even though their record doesn't indicate it, like I said, their defense is playing very, very well. They're only averaging 136 yards a game. The top team is Benedict, 60 yards a game. So Savannah State is doing pretty good defensively.
And Robinson goes down. He is flung to the ground. And William Jones gets credit for the sack, but there was a late flag that came down, and it may have been the way that he brought him down, because there was a late flag right when Robinson hit the ground.
Even when you look at the penalties, the most penalized team in the SIAC, the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds, they've been penalized 71 times. Savannah State, they are one of the lowest penalized teams. They only have 42 penalties. So that's what you call a very manageable team. They don't really hurt themselves.
Flag waved off, second down and 15. And Aaron Jones will have to call timeout because the play clock was getting ready to hit 0. And they didn't want to take 5 yards more off of their attempt to get a first down.
And you mentioned time of possession. You mentioned earlier in the game about Savannah State defense playing a lot of plays. Again, they are doing pretty well on defense. Offensively, they're keeping the ball around 29 minutes a game, almost 30 minutes a game. So at least it's half and half, right? Mm-hmm. 60 minutes, so to speak, in a play, as they say, 60 minutes. But their defense is staying out there on the field, I believe, a little bit too long. So I know the Savannah State coaches would love to increase that time of possession. Again, when you look at the teams that keep the ball and look at their record. Miles College, what's their record? They have a good record. They're keeping the ball about 33 minutes a game. So Savannah State at 29 minutes a game. They're at 2-5. So if they can just keep the ball just about 4 minutes longer, maybe they can have more wins.
Second down. Robertson got a lot of room to run. Just one man, and that one man does just enough to trip him up and bring him down. And that was Uchenna Nwowa from Savannah State.
Yeah, a grass monster. Nobody really is just a grass monster. A little bit of unbalanced acrobatics there and wasn't able to keep his balance. And as they say, the grass monster. Credit the grass monster.
The grass even gets you even on the turf, huh?
Grass monster everywhere, huh?
Third down and 12. Robinson looking for the end zone, almost intercepted. I mean, right there in the hands of the defensive back, and it just falls short. And that was right there for DeAndre Creary.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Creary, DeAndre, he's going to want that one back. I'm like, you got to catch the ones that come to you. And that ball was thrown right to him. He can't say that the sun was in his eyes because the sun is actually behind him. But that was just, he didn't come up with the catch. But that would have been a big play for Savannah State. But still, you give Tuskegee an opportunity to try a field goal. Right here, we take another look at it. Right here, just catch it. As they say, hit him in the wrong place.
His hands.
The hands.
Ryan's on for a 50-yard field goal. And kick is up. And it is short, just about 2 or 3 yards. And it was for the Tuskegee Morehouse Classic that Ryan's hit a 45-yarder, his longest of his career. We'll take a break, come back. We'll see if Savannah State can add on to their 14-7 lead right here on ESPN Plus. Stay tuned.
HBCUs are anchored by legacy. They nurture the talent and determination of their students and prepare them for a bright future. The Home Depot's Retool Your School program has and still believes in the excellence of HBCUs, committed not just in speech, but through the revitalization and upgrades of the campuses these students call home. Building, planting, tilling the dream, all hearts and countless volunteers on the ground. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
Deshaun, what made you become a cricket campus ambassador?
Do tell.
I live to network. HBCU is all about that. The keyword being network.
Oh, like a certain network that has speedy 5G and is a proud sponsor of HBCUs?
I see you could take a hint.
I can drop a hint too, Don.
With Academy Sports and Outdoors, you can take outdoor fun to a whole new level with just a touch of a button, because there's so much to discover on the Academy app. Create your dream outdoor living space that gets the whole family out there spending time together. Master new recipes with just the right amount of heat and the perfect spice or seasoning. And give the kids even more ways to play. Great times are waiting. Download the Academy Sports and Outdoors app today.
On field goal, now it's time for Savannah State on offense. Good field position out to the 33-yard line. Adams, quick pass and intended for Mitchell, who's already caught a touchdown pass, incomplete.
Yeah, it was nice coverage on the back end by Tuskegee. Great coverage by number 29, Smith. Great play. Defensive back, freshman, Dallas, Georgia, Paulding County High School. Nice technique, nice pedal. I think if he'd had his eyes on the quarterback and the receiver, he used that peripheral vision, I call it, then he would have seen that quarterback staring that receiver down. He probably could have had a step on that ball and picked it off.
Keeping it on the ground now, Savannah State, and they may have gotten 1, possibly 2 yards before 2 Golden Tigers wrap up the running back. And leading the way, Malik Moore, the weak side linebacker for the Golden Tigers. Brings up a 3rd down and 9.
You know, Malik Moore is one of those top sack machines in the SIAC as well.
They move Quavian Bell over to the H-back spot. Adding a few more guys to block, and looks like on the backside a reception is made. Good catch. Reception by Deshaun Mitchell. After those first few drops, Deshaun Mitchell hadn't dropped anything coming his way.
Yeah, Deshaun Mitchell, if he wants to be that guy, he got to catch every ball that comes to him. He can't wait until 3 or 4 passes, then catch. But the point is, he is beginning to catch on and he's beginning to make plays. But I'm pretty sure he wants to go farther and advance his career. And if he wants to be that person, then he got to catch that ball every time it's thrown to him.
47-yard line, 48-yard line of Savannah State. 1st down and 10. Mitchell in motion, and they're going to run the option. They option it out to Mitchell, and he drops the football, picked up by Tuskegee, and they're off to the races. Golden Tigers taking it the other way, and it should be a touchdown for Tuskegee. And yes, it is. Malik Moore picks it up, but let's see. Hold on 1 second. A flag goes down. Take another look at it.
Bring the receiver in motion. Again, that same situation. I think here is just an errant pitch. I don't know whether the receiver, the pitch guy, was looking at the defensive guy, but on that play, Tuskegee had it well defended.
So it was on the return was the penalty. So Tuskegee will retain possession. Defense has to go back out there. And you take another look at it.
Now, this is basically this is what causes turnover. When you have somebody for the pitch man and you have somebody for the quarterback, that is usually what's going to happen. You're going to have a turnover, and Tuskegee, in that particular instance, unlike the other previous times Savannah State has been successful with that option, Tuskegee had someone there and caused an errant pitch, picked it up, returned for a touchdown by Tuskegee. Give heads up to Malik Moore.
So now Tuskegee has the ball back on offense in Savannah State territory from the 45.
Now, typically, this is where a team, you just sudden turnover, you take it deep. Throw a deep route.
They're going to run it and run it. Get about 9 yards on that carry. A good run by Zena Moba.
You know, I still believe every once in a while, you know, you continue to throw them deep balls. What it does, it loosens, it keeps that defense loose. Keeps that defense loose. Offensively, if you just continue to run the ball, and run short routes, then the defense, they tighten up. But that's why you always have that fast guy, that guy who can outrun everybody, and just have him to run deep every once in a while.
Keeping it is Robinson. Good pass and a good tackle. Able to bring down big number 86, who stepped up big so far in this game. This is his first opportunity to really get some playing time in Reggie Brigman, the freshman out of Kennesaw, Georgia.
A nice little play call again by Tuskegee. Run option, great read by Robinson. That's finding holes in the defense. That was a great play call by Tuskegee. And usually those linebackers, man, they so caught up with the run, trying to get to the quarterback or the running back. In this case, the running back, the quarterback had a great option to throw the ball. Play clock might have gotten them. Took too long to get the snap off.
Let's see what the official call will be.
You delay a game? Is it a delay a game? False start.
And that'll be on Jalen Franks. Now, what makes that interesting, Jalen Franks is the center. It's difficult to false start when you're the center.
But sometimes them guys be looking at that play clock and they be anticipating. So those centers, they look at the play clock as well. And sometimes they move and snap the ball or move in a sense that they anticipate that the quarterback is looking ready for the ball, because look where the quarterback is. He's in the gun. So, again, the center, he's just as important as the quarterback.
Robinson, quick pitch and catch. Another good positive reception. And that's Antonio Meeks.
Yeah, Norwood, number 20 for Savannah State playing off. You know what? Let's look quick 5-yard hitch, pick up positive yards. Let's make Norwood come up. And Norwood was playing a little bit of press previously, so they need to keep it.
So late hit on Meeks as he stepped out of bounds, propels them into a first down situation and moves them closer to scoring as the ball now is at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal from the 9. They're going to keep Robinson in the shotgun with Moba in at running back. And diving over the defender is Moba. And he's able to get a couple of yards.
That was a great play by Booker. There was no diving over. That was Booker coming in, penetrating, and making a heck of a play. So it's a great play by Booker, number 7 there for Savannah State. That's how you play run, stop, and defense. The gap open up, the hole open up, you run and feel it. So that's a great job by Booker.
2nd down. Morris in at running back for Tuskegee. And keeping it was Robinson, and he pays the price on that decision, and he's tackled for a loss.
Yeah, 28, Gary Davis Jr., linebacker, sophomore, comes in there, pressure off the backside. Nice play. Again, 2 back-to-back plays by Savannah State, nullifying Tuskegee this great field position.
3rd and goal, now from the 12 after that tackle for a loss.
One more big play. That's what Savannah State is telling themselves. One more play, guys. One more play on defense.
Robinson looking to throw. Now he's going to try to run. He eludes one defender, slips, and is down inside the 5 at about the 4-yard line. So now decision time for Tuskegee and Aaron Jones. Do you settle for a field goal or do you go for the score here on 4th and goal inside the 5?
Well, I think here you got it. You take the points. You take the points. You kick the field goal, and you get something out of this drive.
Well, it looks like they're going for all the mustard. 4th down and goal. Throwing in the end zone, incomplete, and the defense holds for Savannah State once again. But there was a flag in the corner of the end zone.
Could be pushing on the receiver. Again, defensive backs, we have the right for the ball too. The most important thing is get your head around your defensive backs. Let's check the head position of number 20, Norwood. Norwood kind of got his head around late, didn't really see the ball. Yeah, could be iffy. Could be against Norwood. It was against Norwood. So, again, young defensive back, get your head around.
1st and goal again now from the 3. Handed off to Morris, and it goes up and high and into the end zone. Touchdown, Tuskegee. If at first you don't succeed, you try and try again, and Johnny Morris gets into the end zone.
Yeah, especially try again when the defense gives you an opportunity to try again. But again, right here, just a downhill, hat on hat. Easy touchdown for Tuskegee, set up by the penalty by Norwood for pass interference. Gives them a whole new set of downs.
Point after attempt is up, and it is good. And just like that, 3:58 left here in the 3rd quarter. We're once again all tied up at 14 apiece. It was Johnny Morris with the 2-yard plunge into the end zone that propelled them to tie this game. When we come back, we'll see if Savannah State can answer. Homecoming 2023. Stay tuned.
Hey, John, what made you become a Cricket Campus Ambassador?
Do tell.
I live to network. HBCU's all about that. The keyword being network.
Oh, like a certain network that has speedy 5G and is a proud sponsor of HBCUs?
I see you could take a hint.
I can drop a hint too, Don.
Georgia Power is here with a little reminder of how easy it is to save energy at home. Because it's often as simple as a twist, or as easy as a lift. It could be a little squeeze, or maybe just a pull. These small changes can make a big difference, helping you save energy for the bigger things in life. Visit georgiapower.com for tips and programs to help save energy and money.
With Academy Sports and Outdoors, you can take outdoor fun to a whole new level with just the touch of a button. Because there's so much to discover on the Academy app. Create your dream outdoor living space that gets the whole family out there spending time together. Master new recipes with just the right amount of heat and the perfect spice or seasoning. and give the kids even more ways to play. Great times are waiting. Download the Academy Sports and Outdoors app today.
HBCUs are anchored by legacy. They nurture the talent and determination of their students and prepare them for a bright future. The Home Depot's Retool Your School program has and still believes in the excellence of HBCUs. Committed not just in speech, but through the revitalization and upgrades of the campuses these students call home. Building, planting, tilling the dream, all hearts and countless volunteers on the ground. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
So on the second set of downs inside the 10, Tuskegee was able to score off the Johnny Morris touchdown run, and now the kick, it will go out of bounds, and Savannah State will have an opportunity to try to tie this one up.
And this is the other thing, too, the kicker. You cannot kick the ball out of bounds. Cannot kick the ball out of bounds. That's a no-no. That's just like letting the ball drop as a punt returner or a kick returner. You can't kick the ball out of bounds. So now Savannah State gets the ball to 35, where if they had maybe kicked the ball out the end zone, they downed it, or kick it deep enough to where they return it. Maybe they don't get – it doesn't seem like much, but, you know, it's a little
every
bit
yard
different.
counts, huh?
Every yard counts.
A.J. Brown in at running back for the Tigers of Savannah State. Jaden Adams throws a bubble screen, but that bubble is burst immediately and brought down. Malik Moore seems as though he's playing more inspired football here in the third quarter.
Yeah, nice little screen play set up right there by Tuskegee, but number 74, the old lineman, 63, Anthony. I think if Anthony had picked up a couple of blocks or at least picked up his man, that probably could have turned into a big run. But again, nice hustle play by Tuskegee to actually shut down that screen play to the running back.
Second down and 8. Movement along the front. Tuskegee's pointing and saying it's against Savannah State, but let's see what the official call will be.
Yeah, it looked like the nose jump, but I think sometimes that center moves the ball. And that makes that nose think the ball is being snapped. So those centers, they will play with the ball before they snap it, moving it left and right and re-gripping it. And, you know, those defensive linemen are taught. And actually in practice, they have a football that is attached to a broom handle. Mm-hmm. And they actually, to help that defensive lineman get off the ball quicker, they try to reenact a particular snap count. So I'm pretty sure that's what the nose tackle for Tuskegee did, reaction.
5-yard loss from the penalty. Adams got plenty of time. Now he's getting pressured. Throw and almost intercepted. Wow. And once again, that was Malik Moore. Nope, check that. That was number 5, Michael King, in on the coverage.
Yeah, you can't do this again. You know, you can't just throw the ball up in the air. You gotta have a purpose. You can't just throw the ball up in the air and just hope that your receiver comes down with it. Almost was detrimental to Savannah State here. Take another look at it. You know, just throwing it up in the air, especially in a crowd, you can't do that. Savannah State lucky on that play.
Third down and long now for the Tigers of Savannah State. Now pressure, and he's sacked. Good job there, and now that's Malik Moore getting credit for the sack. And he's playing some inspired football this afternoon.
Yeah, again, Malik Moore, when it comes to sacks, Malik Moore, he is right around 14th out of all the players that play defense in the SIAC. Malik Moore, when it comes to sacks and tackles, he's right up there in the top 10, one of the top defensive players in the SIAC. He
has a knack for going after the quarterback. Lockhart to punt for Savannah. Tuskegee's going to try to return it. And he gets corralled and brought down close to the 30-yard line. And Savannah State defense has to step up big. We're all tied up at 14 apiece. Stay tuned. All tied up at 14. It was Savannah State unable to get points out of their last possession. Now it is Tuskegee and Chris Robinson and company opportunity to break this 14 all tie. Got about a minute 43 left here in the third quarter. Homecoming 2023. Festivities going on all around, but the centerpiece is this game right here on Wright Stadium's field. Trying to get the run game started, and a good explosive run to start off the drive. Good play there by Zena Moba.
Yeah, good run by Moba. Even an excellent tackle by Dawkins coming up, saving what could have been more of a bigger run on that particular play. So great play by the safety coming up right there, 19, Dawkins. So he saved a real big run.
Ball now at the 42. Give again to Moba. Moba's trying to find a hole. He does, and he gets knocked around, but he's able to get the first down, and Book really knocked him sideways on that play.
Yeah, actually, I think Booker, number 7, he didn't want that. You know, they call finishing a run, and I think that's what happened right there. He finished off the run on Booker, so when Booker tried to come up and tackle, he felt a little bit of that. He lowered the shoulder on him. So, you know, if you're going to come up and make a tackle for that secondary or make a tackle, you come up with a little bit more authority than what we saw with Booker.
Once again, grinding it out on the ground with the running game. They're in Savannah State territory down to the 45. See if they can get one more play to end the third, or they'll let it run out. And that will end the third quarter. We're going to the fourth and final quarter of regulation, all knotted up at 14 apiece. Will Savannah State secure a homecoming victory, or will Tuskegee steal one away here along the Atlantic coast of Savannah, Georgia? Stay tuned. More SIAC football coming up next. And we're ready to start the fourth and final quarter as the shadows start to emerge here at Wright Stadium. Morris on the carry for Tuskegee. Cut back and a late flag. And this all may be coming back. Hasn't had a lot of penalties, but a lot of penalties at the wrong time for each team. Ooh, that hurt Savannah State. 15-yard penalty for the face mask. You can see Johnny Morris shaking his head like, yep, they got me.
You know, usually those face mask penalties, they're not intentional. It's just that guys are trying to reach in there and grab whatever they can, and sometimes the running back or the person running the ball tries to lower their shoulder, which lowers the trajectory of their body, and the defensive player already trying to grab whatever he can, and sometimes they just grab their face mask.
And this time the running game does not go very far. Gets to the line of scrimmage and not much more. Tuskegee using a large group of running backs. Basically everybody in the arsenal that Coach Jones thinks they can run. That was Desmond Lavert on the carry.
You know, I'm pleased, very pleased with Savannah State, especially two players, number 26 and number 28. They've been playing very well linebacker spot for Savannah State.
Ball is loose. Good job, heads up by Sean Stinton, able to fall on that ball, but the defensive backs, as you said, playing well, knocking that ball loose on the blitz.
Again, Booker coming up. Savannah State, they bring a little blitz. Booker goes underneath. Makes a great play to get that ball out. Almost got it back.
3rd down and long now for the Golden Tigers. Tigers trying to make amends from losing their homecoming at the last minute to Ed Waters College.
And Ed Waters, no joke now. You go back and look at their
Edward
stats.
Waters University.
Edward Waters, yes, University. Their offense is good. Their defense need working on.
Robertson brought down. Gets to the line of scrimmage and not much more.
Again, that's my guy, 26 and 28 for Savannah State. Those boys,
Ochina Noah.
Those boys are playing lights out for that defense, including Booker. You know, those three guys, between those three guys there, 7, 26, and 28 for Savannah State. I'm like, this game could be far out of reach for Savannah State offense. But because of that defense and those guys, you know, defensively, let's not discount the defensive linemen as well, believe me. That's why they say football is a true team sport. It's not one guy. And if you see a guy making a play, if you see Booker making a play, if you see Gary making a play, Gary Davis making a play, it's because usually some other person on that defense sacrificed themselves to open up the gap in the hole for those players.
They were trying to get a play call in, trying to make an audible. That didn't work. So they called a timeout. 4th down. It is 4th and 16. Ball at the 30. Defense has already stopped Savannah State cold, and it's tied up at 14 apiece. Savannah State trying to win homecoming, but for Tuskegee, they're trying to keep pace to see if they can make it to the SIAC championship game. The way everything is setting out, it looks like Benedict will repeat as the #1 team going into that championship game. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, Don, what made you become a Cricket Campus ambassador?
Do tell.
I live to network. HBCU's all about that. The keyword being network.
Oh, like a certain network that has speedy 5G and is a proud sponsor of HBCUs?
I see you can take a hint.
I can drop a hint too, Don.
With Academy Sports and Outdoors, you can take outdoor fun to a whole new level with just a touch of a button. Because there's so much to discover on the Academy app. Create your dream outdoor living space that gets the whole family out there spending time together. Master new recipes with just the right amount of heat and the perfect spice or seasoning. And give the kids even more ways to play. Great times are waiting. Download the Academy Sports and Outdoors app today.
Guys doing? Learning that HBCUs are not only about networking, there's also secret handshakes.
That's cap. HBCUs do not have secret handshakes, right?
You mean this secret handshake?
Cool.
Wow, these guys are almost Cricket 5G fast.
We're kidding. There's no such thing as a secret handshake.
Or is there?
Whoa, that's how you do it.
Say that too. Come back. I'm gonna say I'm like, you punt the ball, man. You say the defense has been, your defense has been playing very good against their offense. Punt the ball, pooch kick it. They're going to punt the ball.
Welcome back, and it looks like Tuskegee's going to try to go for it on 4th down and long.
So they must feel very comfortable in their offense and their receivers against pretty good, okay defense of Savannah State.
Maybe trying to draw them off.
That could be the case as well. They're looking at the clock, and they're probably going to take the penalty and then punt the ball. Because their defense has been playing very good against Savannah State offense, and at this point of the game, it's field position. It's field position. It's what's going to win this game. Whoever gets the best field position is going to win this game.
Moving back 5. It allows their punter, Ryan Duff, to try to kick a sky kick and keep it away from
Pooch
Brown.
Kick. Pooch kick.
Pooch.
Pooch, there you go.
Okay, pooch.
But, on that last particular play, if Tuskegee was going to try to draw them off, they should try to run some type of movement to try to draw them off. They just didn't. They just let the clock run out.
And it goes into the end zone for a touchback.
And that's not good. Now, I'm going to tell you something else. Hopefully we're not going to a break. But let me tell people who are watching. Now, see, as a special team coach, what you want to do, okay, short field punting, right? The gunners, you're going to pooch kick the ball. So that means the ball is going to go high in the air, right? Mm-hmm. And then you want your gunners to run down to the goal line and turn around, right? When they turn around, they're able to see the ball. You don't run and then slow up and look for the ball. You teach the gunners on a short field, because what you're trying to do is pin the team down in the back of the end zone. You don't want the ball to roll through the end zone like it did. So maybe they need to come to my class of teaching.
There you go. Poole on the carry, Shamarcus Poole, and he's able to get 1, possibly 2 yards.
Again, Tuskegee feels like their defense has been very stout. Again, great defense right there by Tuskegee. And when I say great defense, every person had a gap, and you did not see no one try to go into someone else's gap. They trusted the person next to them, and that's why Savannah State did not have nowhere to run the ball, and that's very good. They limited Savannah State on that 1st down yardage, which is very important.
So now they've done a band warning to Tuskegee's band.
Tuskegee said, we don't care. Tuskegee said, this is our house.
2nd down, Adams is going to keep it. He goes nowhere fast. He gets stood up right at the line of scrimmage, actually. Goes back for a 2-yard loss.
Actually, that was great edge contained by Tuskegee, and I believe that was number 49 for Tuskegee, Noah Holt.
Mm-hmm.
Noah Holt, defensive back, actually set the edge. So that's why it's important to have an edge. So the person that's running the ball offensively, you want to turn the ball in to the pursuing defense, your other guys, and that's how you limit plays on the edge.
Adams now on 3rd down and 10. Pitch and catch reception made by Meeks. Meeks is off to the races and gets beyond midfield. Check that Demike Colbert on the reception.
Again, we talk about setting the edge right there. Tuskegee did not set the edge, let the quarterback get to the corner. And usually when you see a quarterback get to the edge like that, the offensive lineman has cut the defensive end, which allows that quarterback to turn the corner.
Trying to keep it on the ground is Jamarcus Poole, and Poole this time is brought down for a loss. And that was Javion Miller and company, and along with Anthony Scott to make the tackle.
Run the ball, set the edge. You limit anything an offense tries to do. First down, negative yards. Second down, the offense got to come back and they got to throw the ball. So right now the defensive coordinator is calling a defensive call that is more catered towards the pass than the run. So let's see if Savannah State turns this into a passing situation to where they can at least try to pick up some yards to make it a manageable third down, because they have not been efficient on third down.
Tight formation. Adams now looking to throw. And he throws it directly to the defender. And wow, just like that, Tuskegee has the ball back. Michael King with the interception. I mean, he threw it right to him.
Misread somewhere. Again, the quarterback wide. Let's see if there's a need for the scramble. Let's see if the quarterback really had to scramble. Could he stay in the pocket? Sit in the pocket. Good pocket. Excellent pocket. Why run? Why run? Sit there in the pocket again. Not throwing it off balance. Not able to see the field. That is a result of the turnover. But he had enough room. The offensive line did a great job of setting up a pocket. Had time to sit in there. Again, this is sometimes the problems that you have with a quarterback who runs the ball more than you want them to. They feel like they got heat coming when there's no pressure, and they got time to throw the ball. And that was an opportunity to sit in the pocket and throw the ball. But Tuskegee gets the turnover, a short field, and see what they can do with it.
Robertson's going to keep it. He eludes one defender, and now he gets sandwiched in, not before he gains about 3 or 4 yards.
Now, if I'm Tuskegee, I know we haven't seen this built into their offense, but if you're going to run the ball, I'm going to come in with my ground and pound offensive formation. That means I'm coming in with my big boys. I'm coming in with 3 tight ends set and my best receiver, and we're going to force you to stop our run. Right? They got good field position, and we're going to just pound the ball, and run that time off the clock. Milk that clock while we're picking up yards.
Robinson pulls it back, throws long, looking for a receiver. He finds him. Great reception there by Antonio Meeks down to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it's a great catch by Antonio Meeks. And actually, Antonio Meeks, he thought he was going to get hit by number 19, Dawkins there. But Dawkins let up, just made enough to make the tackle. But nevertheless, big play for Tuskegee, puts him in position to take the lead either by a field goal or a touchdown.
First and goal from the 10. Handoff to Morris, and here comes Johnny. Johnny's trying to get in. He loses the football. They'll say he's out of bounds at the 1, and that's really good for him to be out of bounds at the 1.
Yes, because I know what you were alluding to. If he had fumbled that ball and it had gone into the end zone, that would have been a touchback, and that ball would have gone to Savannah. So the situation right here, you know what? Put your shoulder down, go into the end zone. If I'm coaching this young man right here, I'm like, what's the diving for? What is the diving for? Right? Lower your shoulder, go into the end zone, and let's win the game. Again, it's called situational football.
And we have a player down for Savannah State. And they're really trying to work on him right now, trying to get him back, and that is Uchenna Nwowa. It looks like it's that left leg that they're working on right now.
And that's one of my guys. Is that 26?
Yes, sir.
They cannot have him out on any play right about now.
And it's good to see that he's stretching it out.
Yeah, between him and Davis and Booker, I'm like, you take any one of those guys out, you take that trio out and make it a double, then I think you weaken your defense. Those guys have been making plays and been around the ball all day. But again, Tuskegee is lucky that they have the ball at this point. That ball went out of bounds. They lucky it didn't go through the end zone. So I'm pretty sure the football guys, as we talked about, smiled on Tuskegee on that play.
Second down and goal from the 2.
Again, we talked about this before, James. Why are they in the gun in this situation here? Get up out of the center. Get a threat that it is a quarterback sneak. Get a threat. So it makes the defense, just putting your quarterback up under the center changes the complexity of the defensive line.
All right. They just had to get everything adjusted as far as the play clock. Play clock is moving along now, and they're ready to play.
Anything can happen in this situation here because the defense is just going to peel back and just come.
Keeping it is Robertson, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Tuskegee. Touchdown, Chris Robertson. And just like that, they get their first lead of the game here in the fourth quarter.
Fake the dive, quarterback keeper. Booker again, number 7. You see him flying in, trying to make a play, thinking that the ball was going to be handed off to the running back. Actually, the quarterback keeps it, and Booker coming in so hard missed his read on the quarterback.
Ryan's point after attempt is good. 21-14 now is your score, and all of that due to the legs of Chris Robertson.
See Booker come flying in.
The Crimson Pipers of Tuskegee University. Their most famous graduates, the members of the group, the Commodores. All of them members of the Tuskegee Marching Band. Now we're going to see if Savannah State can march their way to tie this one up. Good return, gets it out to about the 30-yard line. Now we've got some pushing and shoving going on. And that was Brent Carr, the starting wide receiver, out there on special teams.
This is a very important drive for Savannah State. They got to get some type of points out of this drive. I don't care if it's a field goal. If they go 3 and out, or if they drive and don't get no points and just eat up the clock, then we could be looking at that could be the last possession. Because if Tuskegee get that ball, I guarantee you, they are going to go into their 4-minute offense, which means they're going to run the time off the clock.
Got a new quarterback for Savannah State, Christian Burks, the freshman, in at quarterback for Jaden Adams. Burks, quick pass, incomplete. He threw to a man that was well covered, and that was Demike Colbert.
Burks gets in, he stares down his wide receiver. So at some point, I'm pretty sure Burks, if he keeps doing that, then he's going to allow players like number 49 we're looking at, just looked at right there, make a play.
Noah Holton.
So you don't want to stare down your receivers. And that's what happens when you bring a quarterback in. Don't know what happened to the starting quarterback, but, you know, you're bringing a quarterback off the bench cold.
Burks throws it out of bounds.
So if you got a player like Burks, what do you do with it? Well, you bring him in and just get him, to settle down. Get him some, quick throws. Get the ball out of his hands quick. Don't have him sit back there longer than need, because he's going to stare down his wide receivers. And these defensive guys, they are taught to read the eyes of the quarterback.
3rd down and 10.
Again, Savannah State, not good. Hasn't been good at 3rd down all day today.
Christian Burke, the freshman quarterback, in for Jaden Adams. Flag is thrown. Play is called dead.
That's usually one of them situations where you walk by the quarterback and say, boy, I was coming for you. I almost had you. Just to put a little bit in his head to let him know next time.
False start. Brent Carr, number 4, called for the penalty.
Third and 15. That's at the way that Savannah State has been playing today. That's a mountain to climb. But hopefully, as they say, they can pull a rabbit out the hat.
Jaden Adams is walking on the sideline. Not sure if he's coming back for the next series. Pitch and catch reception made by Brown. Here comes Brown. He gets it close to the 1st down marker, just 2 yards short. And that was Vincent Hill who eventually upended him and brought him down.
I always wonder when, plays like that, why not use those plays early in the game, all throughout the game? Those plays are effective. You get the ball into your most elusive guys' hands and just let them run with the ball. But it seems like most teams tend to do the plays that you would want them to do during the game at the end of the game.
4th down and 3 now. Burks is still in at quarterback. Timeout called. They're running out of time on the play clock. And Coach Shelton can't believe it. He's still looking for personnel. And now they're going to have to punt the football. Not sure exactly what was going on that play. But is it a wasted timeout now? And coach is talking to Brent Carr just to try to get him on the same page. And for Tuskegee, they're 5 minutes away from getting a win that not only is a morale booster, but it's key for them as they march toward the SIAC championship game.
So if you lose any game in the new alignment of this division, that is a conference loss, right?
As long as it's an official conference game. Remember, you can play a conference team as a non-conference game.
So they've already sanctioned before those teams play. There's a certain number of conference games
that will count.
That would count then. Okay.
Lockhart kicks one quick and long. Fair caught inside the 30 at the 27.
Okay, so now you're Savannah State. What do you do? I know you mentioned, James, like there are times you ask the question, do you become aggressive offensively and throw the ball deep? Well, this is a situation where you become aggressive defensively and you put pressure on that offense. And Savannah State going to have to put pressure. They got to blitz. They got 5 minutes left in the game. You can't hold nothing back if you try to win this game. Blitz, put pressure. If Tuskegee get a big play, they get a big play. But you got to go out with your, as they would say in the Old West, with your guns blazing.
There you go.
So I would expect, if I'm a Savannah State fan here, alumni, I'm expecting Savannah State to put some pressure on Tuskegee's offense by some blitzing, being aggressive.
Mulga is brought down and he loses his helmet. And that was a Savannah State player who lost his helmet and have to go on the sideline.
Yeah, it's a great defensive play by number 58 there, Cameron Leonard, linebacker, 5'10", out of Atlanta Jonesboro High School. The helmet comes off, but he wraps up the play. That's the type of intensity Savannah State defense is going to have to play with and limit Tuskegee and try to get that ball back to Savannah offense, which has a new quarterback in and really not moving the ball at all. But if they can give their offense good field position, hopefully it can give them a spark. So if Savannah State can keep Tuskegee in this position, make them punt, Savannah State should get the ball back around the 50-yard line.
Moba, wow, this time he's hit immediately when he touches the football, and that was Amir Phillips able to make that tackle.
Again, Amir Phillips on 51 D lineman comes right in, penetrates right there unblocked. If you're unblocked, that is exactly what should happen.
Timeout call by Savannah State.
So right there, Savannah State, 2 excellent back-to-back plays, 3rd and 14. And Tuskegee, they have not been that great themselves on 3rd down. So, again, Savannah State, their defense has played well enough to win this game. They just now have to come up with one more big play, get your water in, pass the bottle around. Everybody get back out there on that field. One more play, make Tuskegee punch.
Georgia Power is here with a little reminder of how easy it is to save energy at home. Because it's often as simple as a twist, or as easy as a lift. It could be a little squeeze, or maybe just a pull. These small changes can make a big difference, helping you save energy for the bigger things in life. Visit GeorgiaPower.com for tips and programs to help save energy and money.
HBCUs are anchored by legacy. They nurture the talent and determination of their students and prepare them for a bright future. The Home Depot's Retool Your School program has and still believes in the excellence of HBCUs, committed not just in speech, but through the revitalization and upgrades of the campuses these students call home. Building, planting, tilling the dream, all hearts and countless volunteers on the ground. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
What are you guys doing? Learning that HBCUs are not only about networking. There's also secret handshakes.
That's cap. HBCUs do not have secret handshakes, right?
You mean this secret handshake?
Cool. Wow. These guys are almost Cricket 5G fast.
We're kidding. There's no such thing as a secret handshake.
Or is there?
Whoa, that's how you do it.
Tuskegee 4 minutes, 45 seconds away from getting back on the winning track. Chris Robinson, he's going to keep it. Secures the football. Does not have enough for the first. And it'll be a punting situation. Once again, the Savannah State defense holds.
Well, Savannah State came out. The defense did what they were supposed to do. 2 big plays on first down. And now they give their offense an opportunity. So that first big play by Cameron Leonard, and then another big play by Amir Phillips on first and second down, and now they stop Tuskegee on third down, gives their offense an opportunity. Now, if they can get a big play, do not let the ball hit the ground here, punt returner, and for Savannah State, and get a good return, could give Savannah State a great opportunity to score.
Brown back deep for Savannah State, fair catch. Called right at the 36-yard line.
Great catch by A.J. Brown. Didn't let the ball hit the ground. Now gives Savannah State offense an opportunity.
And now on the sideline is Jaden Adams. He has his helmet off. So it will be the youth movement. And number 16, Christian Burke, he'll have to come and save the day and try to figure out a way to tie this game. The freshman from Bremen, Georgia, Bremen High School, 6 foot, 185 pounds, and he's going up against a very vicious Tuskegee defense. Burke finds Mitchell. Mitchell, good stiff arm there, good second effort, and he gets enough for the first down before he's knocked out of bounds by Michael King.
I like that play call by Savannah State, expecting Tuskegee to protect the deep routes. Sneaks a receiver, their main receiver underneath. Good stiff arm, let him use his legs, run after the catch. I like that play call. Send people deep and have someone to come underneath. And if it's not open deep, hit the crosser and still be able to pick up yards. Nice play call.
Clock continues to run, under 4 minutes to play. Burks getting some pressure and reception made. Good catch there made by Hudson Primus. Check that, Randy Scott, the wide receiver, the other number 5.
Yeah, the 5'10" senior. From Savannah, Georgia. So he's playing in front of the home crowd. His last hurrah picks up a nice catch for the Tigers as they try to move the ball down the field and hopefully tie this game.
Second down and 10. No gain on that pass. Quick pitch and catch. Reception made by Scott, and Scott, wow, second effort, gets enough for the first down, and that'll move the chains as it's under 3 minutes to play.
Yeah, again, nice short route, get the ball out the quarterback hands quick. Scott makes a quick decision, able to pick up the first down. Now that's okay, pick up the first down. Now the offense has to move fast. This is in their 2-minute offensive motion here.
Burks throwing long, trying to find a receiver, and does. Great catch on the back of a defender, and Deshaun Mitchell makes the catch of the day.
Again, get the ball in the hands of your receiver, your number 1 receiver. Scott again throws it up. Burks throws it up, and actually great catch by Mitchell, Deshaun Mitchell. So get the ball in the hands of your number 1 receiver. So if I'm Burks, guess who I'm looking for? I'm looking for Mitchell every time. And if I'm the offensive coordinator for Savannah State, guess who I'm trying to put the ball in his hands all the time? You got it. Mitchell, number 17.
Inside the 20 now of Tuskegee. Tuskegee's defense got a hole if they want to try to win this thing.
Got Mitchell on the outside.
Burks with time. Going to throw into the end zone, and catch is made, but he was out of bounds. Good catch by Carr, but he was out of bounds.
Yeah, he was out of bounds. Again, And, you know, what Burke should do, look off, look away, then come back to the intended receiver. But right there, he's close,
way out.
but he's out of bounds. He told the white, really, you know, college, you only got to have 1 foot down. It was close, but no cigar.
2nd down and 10, 1:18 left to play. Savannah State trailing by 7. It's their homecoming.
Mitchell at the top again.
Burks going to find Mitchell, and great play once again by Michael King, and that was an acrobatic defensive play by King, and that can put this one on ice for the Golden Tigers.
Yeah, but take a look and see what happened here. We got Mitchell. Mitchell one-on-one with one of Tuskegee's best receiver. Nice read by the DB. You saw his helmet never left the quarterback's sight. He played the ball just like the wide receiver. I think only thing Mitchell could have done there is Mitchell could have become the defensive back and try to knock that ball down to try to keep King from making that interception. But nice play by King. Turns the ball over, gets the interception. Tuskegee has the ball. They can pretty much sit on it.
And you can see Burks upset about that throw. Victory formation now for the Golden Tigers.
Like I said, the only thing that could have happened on that last play, Mitchell, knowing that the ball possibly wasn't going to be caught by him, he could have turned into the actual defensive player. We take a look at it again here. Nice throw by Burks. But the DB never took his eyes off the ball. See, right here, Mitchell could have become the defensive back.
Mm-hmm.
The ball is not going to be catchable by him. The last thing now he needs to do in his head, Mitchell, keep the defensive back from Tuskegee from catching the ball.
Timeout call to stop the clock. It's 2nd down and 10. Actually, 2nd and 14. And that was the last timeout, I believe, by Savannah State. So they won't be able to stop the clock. And the way the clock looks like it, they can go 2 more plays, and that's it.
Yeah, 2 more plays, and take a look at the play that could have been a touchdown. You got 1 foot, again, it's only 1 foot that you need to get down in college football. He comes down with the reception, control, and that's the thing with Division II football. They don't have instant replay, so I'm pretty sure they'd have done instant replay, probably could have said, he did get it in, but nevertheless, they go off of the eyes of the officials, and what they see is what they call.
Minute 7 to play. Savannah State down by 7. Tuskegee with the football. They've already done victory formation on the first play of this last drive for them. And it looks like Savannah State is out of timeouts.
I think they should bring instant replay to Division II. They should bring instant replay to all sports, like all the levels of football. Like, you know, you get a second look at it because these officials, they're seeing things happen, bang, 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 you know, happen with the speed of light, so to speak. And sometimes that instant replay can give them an opportunity to correct something that they call incorrect.
2nd down for Tuskegee. Victory formation again.
I'll vote for instant replay. I'm gonna start a petition. Bring instant replay to Division II football.
During the regular season.
Postseason and, well, they have the postseason yet, regular season. All the time. Every time.
Less than 30 seconds to play.
Just one knee, and Tuskegee can pretty much call this one. Unless they have one of those situations that happened in the Meadowlands.
Oh, yeah, they fumbled it.
Herm Edwards, everybody remember that? They fumbled the ball.
And they kneel it.
What they call it? The Miracle is at the Meadowlands?
Miracle at the Meadowlands. And the clock will strike 000, and that is it Tuskegee puts their hands up because they don't want to get called for any unsportsmanlike penalties that could keep them out of next week's game. And you can see the coaches trying to tell them, don't say a word. Let's get off the field. 21-14 your final. And now the players for Savannah State a little frustrated because they've lost their homecoming. And the coaches are coming over there trying to tell them, hey, you need to show sportsmanship regardless. You see the coaches embracing at the end of the game. And for 2023 homecoming for Savannah State, it was a close one. They lost their starting quarterback to injury, and Tuskegee defense took advantage of it, got a huge interception in the end zone as it was Savannah who was driving to tie it up.
Used to be back in the day, you always win your homecoming. You always try to schedule that team that you know you can beat, but it seems like the playing field is being leveled and you never know who you're going to get. So, homecoming ain't like it used to be, James, where it was always guaranteed a win. So, but you like that as alumni. You want to come back, you want your team to win, but you also want to see a good game.
No doubt about it. You always want to see a good game, and they were definitely entertained this afternoon. The festivities for homecoming will continue, and you see Coach Shelton trying to get his players over and letting them know, hey, we got to go and do the alma mater and all the other good things. And for Tuskegee, they can walk away saying that they're back on the winning track, but they still have a tough road to go in order to make it to the SIAC championship game.
And hopefully Savannah State can, they've been on a losing streak lately, so hopefully they have to wait until next week. I think they have a tough game next week. But nevertheless, I'm pretty sure they want to end this losing streak and get a W real soon. For Tuskegee, you keep your hopes alive. Keep your hopes alive that you will be the one playing against, right now, Benedict in the SIAC championship, unless Benedict just falls off the planet.
And they are the gold standard right now of the SIAC and also of Division II in the region, one of the few undefeated teams in the South region. Well, that'll wrap it up here from Wright Stadium. We thank you for joining us. For Tyrone Poole and for our wonderful crew, I'm James Verrett. We bid you good evening from Savannah, Georgia. The final score, Tuskegee 21, Savannah State University 14. Thanks for watching ESPN+.